The nice people over at gearsapp.com recently contacted me. They'd seen my video review on YouTube of the Keycase iPad Folio and Bluetooth keyboard and asked if they could link to it on their website. So I let them. They also said that if any other interesting iPad accessories came their way, they'd throw one in my direction so I could do a review of it. I thought I'd never hear from them again, but as it was, they were true to their word and they've sent me the hard candy iPad Stylus. So here's my review. Okay, so here it is. It comes in one of those kind of soft plastic cases, and it's a £30 pen, so you'd think maybe the case would be a little bit better than that, but maybe they've just spent all the money on the pen. So let's have a look at it. Well, it's a nice looking pen, that's for sure. In fact, I go as far as saying it's the nicest looking pen that I've got. So let's have a look inside. The caps pull off rather than twist off, and they've got a kind of rubber grommet to hold them in place. It's a nice firm action. So we'll just unscrew it and show you what kind of ink cartridge it's got. It's just a standard one. This is a rollerball, but I suppose you could replace that with whatever you wanted. But of course it's the other end of the pen that everyone's actually interested in. That's a capacitive stylus. Now a capacitive stylus takes the electrostatic charge from your hand through the pen and onto the screen using this little rubber ball at the end. So it isn't pressure sensitive, it's actually electrostatic charge that operates the screen. Now I'm going to be testing the pen out with my iPhone and my iPad. Now my iPad's got a screen protector on. It's a matte screen protector which gives it a kind of scratchy surface, so I'll be quite interested to see how the pen copes with that. Okay, so iPhone first. Well, the first thing that I've noticed is it doesn't require any pressure at all to press, just a light tap, which is nice. And then the second thing that I've noticed is that there really isn't much point operating an iPhone with a stylus, unless I suppose you didn't want to get the screen dirty. It just doesn't make any sense on something that small. So let's try it on the iPad, and we'll try it on this drawing application. Now unfortunately I can't draw at all, and I've sped this section up so that you get an idea of how it works without it taking too long. And as you can see, it works really well. In fact, I needn't have worried about the screen protector on the iPad because it makes it feel better, if anything. Having a scratchy surface underneath makes you feel like you're actually drawing on paper. I'd imagine that a proper artist using this program would find the stylus to be a lot easier to use than using the edge of their finger, especially when doing some of the finer detail. Now I know that iOS, the iPad operating system, is designed to be used with a finger rather than a stylus, and I do appreciate that, but there are occasions when it comes to using applications on iOS that a stylus comes in very handy for pressing some of the smaller buttons. For example, on this VNC application that lets me view my Mac Mini desktop on the iPad. I thought I'd better show you that the stylus is capable of writing words on a screen as well. As you can see from this, you can be quite accurate despite the fact it's got that quite large ball on the end. It doesn't seem to hinder anything at all. Unfortunately my writing isn't what it used to be. I've been typing for years and it's been a long time since I've actually had to write anything, so it looks like a doctor's prescription, but you get the idea. And one last quick demonstration. It'd be pretty hard to do this with a finger, but it's very easy with the stylus. The thing that separates this stylus out from some of the other ones on the market is the fact that it's got a pen at the other end, so I might as well show you how that works, although I think you've seen a pen before, but I'll just demonstrate it anyway. The fact it's got a pen on the other end, and a decent pen at that, means that I'm more likely to carry this around at work than I would if it was just a stylus on its own. Well, I'm glad I don't write for Pen Monthly or work at one of those pen shops, because there's not an awful lot that you can say about a pen other than it's nicely balanced and it's got a good shape and it looks really nice. So I'm going to be using this one from now on at work. Well, this has been a bit of a departure for me because it's the first time anyone's ever sent me anything to review. Normally I have to pay for all my own stuff, and I probably wouldn't have spent £30 on a pen and stylus, but actually now I've got it in my hands, I think I might be persuaded to do so because it is a really nice pen. It's got a good feel to it. The only downside that I can think of is that once you take off a lid it doesn't go on the other side, so you've got to rest it down somewhere. I suppose when you put it into perspective, I've spent £650 on my iPad, so £30 on a stylus and pen for it isn't such a bad deal after all. I think the hard candy stylus would make a really nice Christmas gift for someone that you know that's got an iPad and you can't figure out what to buy them. It'd be especially good if you were to take it out of that plastic case that it comes in and put it in a nice presentation box, together with an iTunes gift certificate so they could buy their own art application. So thanks to Gears App for supplying the stylus, and thanks to you for watching.